Good morning. How are you? It's been one of those mornings. I've been sitting here for the last minute, a long time. Technical difficulties. That's YouTube, though. Sometimes they don't want you to be great. Keeping warm over here. Yes. I got on my hoodie. I have a blanket on my lap. It's cold. It'll warm up soon. It's been pretty good outside. But, I want to thank you all for joining. Hopefully everybody that wanted to be present is present. I know the time is early for many. And I'm just kind of, it took a few minutes, so maybe that'll allow for some more people to pop in and, at least kind of get a little glimpse of what's going on. I just kind of felt that it was, this would make for a nice discussion because everybody's talking about it. And really what I want to say first up is a lot of people are saying or feel or believe or think that they're not going to be affected. And it's mainly because they are a small channel. They're not monetized, so they're not going to be affected. But thing is, you are going to be affected. Now, since the beginning, YouTube has, there's channels everywhere about a lot of things. And, I'm not saying they're good or bad. This is just YouTube. Ever so often, YouTube does a sweep of channels, what they consider dormant or low performing or just unnecessary, and they delete those channels on their own. So those of you that are not very active, that don't upload regularly, those are the channels that they're going to go after first right now. So you are going to be affected. Never mind that you're not being monetized. They'll take away the channel. That's how cutthroat they are. And it's sad because, you're given a platform here, given it is free and things like that. But, it is what it is. And I always wonder, how much room is there? How long are see, when we upload videos here, these videos, the content does not stay ours. We can hold on to the content on our own and store it somewhere else, but it belongs to them. And so how much space in cyberspace, in YouTube, is there actually? We are trying to create videos for memories for children. Are these videos actually going to be around when the kids grow up? Are they actually going to be able to access them? I think YouTube is going to explode. Really. I don't think there's not enough room in cyberspace to hold all this content. And so, yeah, that's my little spiel. I talked about the analytics. A lot of people don't know how to read the analytics, access them, or they don't, they just don't understand what they mean. might not care. Okay, somebody just got up. But, you know, it is important to, you know, to kind of read that. That helps you if you are a vlogger. It helps you understand your audience. It helps you understand where they are, what they like, what they don't like. You know, if you're trying to work this thing, it helps you kind of connect, you know, from the outside. Good morning. What's that? Oh, good job. Good job. Keep going. He's congested. Um, so you want to be familiar with your, you want to learn how to navigate those stats. My husband just got me an external hard drive to back up all our old videos. Exactly. Yeah, you want to have something because, like I said, they don't belong to us. Once they go up, you can hold on to them on your hard drive or, you know, somewhere else and try to preserve those memories. Good morning, 3 and done. Also, I'm going to go back to where I was at. Bloggers. A lot of people started blogging before they came to YouTube. Now, that's a different thing because if you're putting your pictures and your videos up on your blog site, that does belong to you. As long as you're able to pay and maintain that blog, you know, you're going to have that content over there. And so, essentially, you know, YouTube is allowing us to, you know, use this platform to put this content up. But, of course, they need something in return. You know, it's not completely free. And now what it has evolved to, and really what it's always been about, is marketing. So, you know, when I was saying, if you don't know about the stats and, you know, things like that, you wouldn't understand the marketing aspect. And that's pretty much where it's at now. If you're not in this for marketing, your channel is not going to withstand. It's just going to be there, but it's going to become dormant. They're not going to push the videos. People are going to have to constantly search your channel, and it may not even come up. It's just channels just become ghosts. And it happened to not just small channels, big channels as well. This is, like I said, this is not something new. It's just now all of a sudden starting to come out. And they are sharing the information. So now everybody's in a panic because they don't know what's going on. And it seems crazy. But the comment I talked about, I spoke, you know, on our behalf, the homeschool community. I spoke on that 3 years ago. You know, this is not new. I told everybody back then what was going on because I see it. What happens is you can type in homeschool and you'll find some, you know, 800,000 videos and things like that. And I just saw this comment. I'm not going to out the person or the channel. It's two different, you know, but they were saying they were looking for homeschool stuff and up pops this certain person's channel. And that's all they saw in that search. That person knows about marketing because that person has marketed themselves to become top in that search engine. Okay? So in the community, there are those of us that know the marketing aspect. And so we know how to get our videos up in the front. And those channels, I can tell you, are monetized. Now, a lot of people say they aren't monetized. They don't care. Okay? Well, you know, in the beginning, you had to have a certain number of subscribers, views, and whatnot to monetize in the first place. A lot of people didn't have that. But as of recent, in the past year, a lot of people have made it I would say not a year, maybe a year and a half, because they changed things sometime last year. A lot of people were able to monetize. So, for those saying that it doesn't matter, it does matter because you monetize that channel. Now, nobody really talks about monetizing and what it does. They care. Yeah, they care because, you're at home and everybody is trying to get some kind of income coming in. This is passive. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, but you have to understand this is a passive income that you have to really work. Okay, again, it's marketing. Now, if we were to do this on our own, we could do it. But see, we're working with YouTube and not for YouTube. Okay, we're not working for YouTube. We're independent, but we're working with them. So we have to market our own things. They don't help us do anything. They just give us the platform. But yeah, you figured out, okay, I can get a little bit of change. After you see how little it is, you learn that it's a little. Doing this, and it becomes something that you want to do. And then there's a hobby aspect. Okay, it's just a hobby while I'm earning. Again, that's passive. Okay, it's a good thing. So like I say, you have to work it. If you're just thinking, I can get on here and put up videos whenever and, that's it. That's not how it works. YouTube wants to, they want to keep channels that are going to create this content for them, that are going to drive people onto YouTube and onto their channels consistently, so that they can up their revenue. So if you're not helping them drive people just to YouTube in general, they're not willing to help you as a creator earn that little bit of change. There are people that have worked up and they are making six-figure incomes. That's because over the years they have pushed out small channels. Okay, they have disappeared. They have gone. And a lot of people were all about the subscribers. At one point, people were losing thousands of subscribers overnight. That's those small channels they took off. And yeah. And it's not, in the beginning it was about the subscribers, gaining your subscribers. That's not what it's about these days. I'm going to tell you, subscribers really do nothing. You get a handful of subscribers that watch your channel faithfully. A lot of people just subscribe to the channel because it's something to do, and they don't consistently come back. It's because they catch something that interests them, and then they go ahead and subscribe, and then later on, they're watching this channel and these people are not doing the same thing, just kind of like a one-hit wonder, and they don't keep watching, okay? So you can see, don't envy somebody because they have X amount. You watch those channels, look at those comments, look at those views. If their channel was really popping like that, their subscribers and views would pretty much match, and so would the comments. They would be flooded every video, and they're not. It's because those people have subscribed. Half of them are gone. Half of them don't even use YouTube anymore. They just stopped watching. They just got people to subscribe, and that, like I said, that doesn't matter anymore. You can have 1 million subscribers and nobody watching and commenting. And so the interaction is what they see. That's what counts. Good, bad, like I say, if you thumbs down, you know what? That's money. I don't care if you do it. That tells me, that's money. That's some kind of interaction that they see. If you just say hi, that's a comment. That's interaction on that video. So that tells them, okay, let's push this video up a little bit higher. Now, for going back to, as for the community, there are a lot of communities on here. A lot of people just come on for homeschool. A lot of us just have homeschool channels solely. Now, I knew from the beginning, okay, I didn't start on homeschooling. But when I popped in and looked at this homeschool thing, I knew from the beginning that this was not a sustainable community. Not to be performing to where people can pull in some money and call this a full-time job or even a side gig. It's not like that. The community is not even big enough. Do the likes make a difference? Either way, like or dislike, they hold the same weight. They hold the same weight. Because what happens when somebody sees, like, a lot of times it's like, okay, let me watch this to see what all these likes about. It's the same as subscribers. A lot of people just subscribe because it's something to do. Somebody say subscribe and they subscribe. When you see my subscribe banner go across, that is a commercial, okay? It's just a commercial. Just like when you see a commercial on TV, Target. You're conditioned to go to Target. Somebody tells you Target. You're conditioned to run to Target because you heard that. Okay, for some people, they are so conditioned and they don't know. They're still stuck on that. I have to subscribe. I have to like the video. It doesn't mean anything. So, you have to work it. So it's just something we put in there just to, remind them, okay, this is what you do. Some people are not familiar with YouTube. I have new people, new viewers. So I still do it. I still cater to everybody. But, yeah, the likes, they don't do anything. You can have the same amount of dislikes and people are still going to watch it. And then you have the people in the comments, well, who would dislike this? Maybe it was the camera aim. Maybe they were showing things that were irrelevant to the video. Maybe it was the sound quality. People think, oh, well, everybody likes this person. Nobody should dislike the video, but everybody's entitled to their own opinions. Sometimes it could be little things like that that really make a difference. But here you go liking the video just because you like Johnny so-and-so's channel. It's a popularity thing. And that's what really kills, the aura. Give them credit where credit is due. You don't have to like every single video just because you like that channel. Now, for that person, of course, they're trying to get you to like, so they can keep pushing it up. But then over time, you will see, has that content been sustainable? Has it been quality? Okay? Now, going back to this community, I didn't come on here, watching, the homeschool. There wasn't that many, but like I said, I knew it was not sustainable just based on what it's about. Homeschooling appeals to the community here appeals to homeschoolers. It does not appeal to anybody else. And there's not that many of us. When you look at entire YouTube and entire world, because we are in the United States, homeschooling in other countries is completely different. We don't appeal to anybody else. I pay attention to my stats overseas and things like that. So that's why you see some videos come up in the middle of the night, because they're up. And, they want to see things too. Sometimes they want to see live chats. When I do the late live chats, I've had a couple people pop in the Middle East because it's morning for them. I'm not a content creator. My channel has primarily private videos. Yes, for my children's sports, but I want to help those channels who do create content. Exactly. So, drink. Hmm. I just lost my train of thought. Good morning. All right, what was I saying? The channel, something about the channels. I just lost it, y'all. I should have some notes. This is what I get. Okay, let me see if I can get it back. I know where I was kind of going with it. Okay, the community not being okay. Yeah, we appeal to us. So primarily we want to see the videos, but those that now what's happening, my channel is not a homeschool channel. I share homeschool related videos, but my channel is not a homeschool channel. I have a dual channel. I have a vlog channel. Two different things. So I'm able to maintain what I'm doing because I'm showing different things. I pondered a while ago when I first started this thing, should I split the channel? Start another channel. I almost split up the vlog stuff from vlogging and the cooking. Okay, because homeschool still wasn't in the picture. Even though I was homeschooling, I just didn't share that. And then I said no, because I still don't think this is going to hold on its own. People are going to watch. I paid attention to my comments and, stats and things like that. People are going to watch the videos that they want to watch. And I noticed I have different audiences. And that's what you want. If you're able to come on here, start your channel, and maintain and gain different audiences for your videos, then you're going to thrive very well. If you have just homeschool videos and nothing else, that's all the audience you're going to get. And so you're missing out on a whole world of audience that you could have if you had other content. So if you split those channels, that's a lot of work. People are having a hard time maintaining. They split the channels and they found out they couldn't keep up. And that's because they couldn't keep up with the one. And then they split it in two, thinking that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to maintain two or even three. It's like, where do I put this content? Where do I put that? And a lot of times this has happened with the bigger YouTubers, because YouTube implemented changes and that started affecting their channels. So they said, okay, I got to put some more content over here. That way both of the channels are going to maintain that income that we're used to. Okay. My homeschooling experience might have been a lot different had there been a YouTube community. Exactly. When I started. Yes, it is a very helpful place because the information is right here, ready to go. People can, pretty much find, what they need, some sort of direction. It's very good. The thing is, the community is running in circles. Okay? It's running in circles. And that's not very helpful for the community to run in circles. Like I say, somebody said they typed in homeschooling and all they saw was one particular channel. And I was like, wow. And they put the person's name. And I was like, wow, that was bold, well, I like that person, but, and it makes it hard. But I know that person, and I'm like, that person is about money on that channel. That's it. Because that person is up there and out there, and it's a hustle hard, okay? That's what that person is about. This is their bread and butter on YouTube. And there are other platforms they have, but that's it. And so, I'm not throwing any shade over there. If they can hustle like that, good too. And they didn't start on YouTube. They had blog and, but I'm like, wow. I see that. I saw that. All right. Like I said, I'm not going to out them. But that person set themselves apart. Okay. Let me see. There's Homeschool. It's a vlog channel. It's like my channel. It's a vlog channel. It's not just homeschool. So if the homeschool community just plummeted, I would still be able to keep my audience, because like I say, I have different audiences. You know, some people want to see the cooking. Some people want to see the vlog. Some people want to see the homeschool. Some people want to see the cloth diapers. I need to make a comeback on that, because I kind of just left it because I opened up the Facebook group and started helping everybody that way. And I have other plans. It's kind of on the burner right now, but it's going to make a big comeback because I kind of left people hanging on some things here. But those that, you know, wanted to join the group, and we kept it going. And see, that's another thing I saw there. A little bit of rabbit trail, but the cloth diaper thing popped, but it was a lot of misinformation going around. Okay, I saw a lot of new people coming on. It was a fad. Let me start doing this and let me share this. And then they never followed up on anything. They could not help anybody. They didn't have any information. It was their first child. And it was like, how credible is that information when you just started doing this? Whereas I've been over here for 20 years. I think I can help a little bit more. Not to say I'm better, but I have a little more to offer. Okay. So, and it was a people, well, you can, and I just, I said, you know what? I've been doing this a little bit longer than you, Don't hate. I'm just sharing my experience. If you don't like it, put that stuff on your channel. You don't have to watch mine. But I found that I had people that were interested. So I said, you know what? Let me do this. I'm going to take it off the public eye. That way I can. It was crazy. It was really crazy. Because I had so many people trying to come in the group. And it was a mess. People crying in other groups because of the non-support. When that's not what they marketed. But anywho, back to the circles here. There are circles running in the homeschool community. And what that does, okay, for instance, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to run their channel or what to put up, the content. But like I say, I watch the stats a lot. I watch what people like, and not just this community. That's how I know what's going to thrive and what's not. Gaming is very popular. I wish I could game. Boy, I could come up big time in gaming. If I was, somebody said something about reality, homegrown reality. Boy, I could be six figures if I wanted to. I could. I really could. I don't edit anything. Family is something always happening. But you know what? Those six-figure channels, they sell their family out. There's all kind of drama. There's abuse. The children are in the middle of the drama. It's like a soap opera. They're selling themselves out for those six figures. And it works because kids love those kind of channels. Teenagers love drama. Just basketball wives and what is all this housewives or whatever. That's on YouTube. That's how people are pulling the six figures in those type of communities. Okay? Because they keep drama. Whether it's real or not, it doesn't matter. People are going to watch it. So that's how people have pulled out these 1 million, 2 million, 3 million subs. And they keep these views. They pull in $100,000, $200,000 a month. The prank channels. That stuff is not real. But yeah, everybody's watching it. So if I was not true and I didn't care, I didn't have any morals, I could do the same thing. Marketing, I've watched that stuff so well, I would have that stuff down pat, and I'd just be shopping like everybody else. But I'm not, that's not what I'm about. I started with Mommy Share says, I started with the intention of doing lifestyle, but because I post so much homeschool videos, I eventually felt if I should only be posting homeschool videos. Glad you're having this conversation. You know what? Branch it off. Do both. so you can grow your audience, because that's what you want to do. Now, large family is really what my intention, because I wanted to start on a large family thing. People are interested in that. Now that's kind of taken off because everybody wants to show the large family, whatever. I had a lot of... So homeschooling is a part of the large family. That's just something we do. But branch it off. And you don't have to say, well, today I'm going to do this. Today I'm going to do this so you can watch this. People will decide what they want to watch on their own. And I know just recently I said it took me a while to share the room tour because I felt that you all were bored. I have to stop. You would be bored making that kind of decision. I hold off on things thinking, but I know I have the audience for it. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. I'm going to stop doing that, though. Because if I put it up, either you're going to watch or you're not going to watch. Sometimes I think the stuff will be boring, and lo and behold, you guys are watching. Never, I put it up. I tried to chop that video down, and I couldn't do it. It maybe a couple milliseconds. I tried to speed up parts. I couldn't. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to put it up here. If they have to watch it in pieces, fine. Obviously, it was a lot to share, so it did take that long. I didn't want to just, turn on the camera and show pictures, because that's not what, according to what I'm getting, my feedback, that's not what you all wanted. So I felt being fair that I would go ahead and spend that time, however long it took. So, but yeah, I think you should, if you want to do lifestyle, go ahead and do lifestyle videos. People will watch, because they're interested in not just this. Sometimes people are just, you have a niche, they catch on to your homeschool channel because they like it, but then they become bored. So, again, you have to watch your stats just to see and try something different. Just to see how many people would actually watch. If you get 2 people to watch it, you got 2 people to watch it. Keep going. Everybody has to start somewhere. Okay, let me get this point out of here. All right, the hugs. Thanks for the opinion. Thank you. Okay, the circles. Now, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to run their channel, what content to put up, but based on what I viewed and what I see and how this thing runs, how they promote the videos, the collabs, okay, the collabs. Collabs are really meant for channels to support one another. Usually it's a bigger channel that will shout out a smaller growing channel and they will help them. But what I see here, every day, collab this, collab that, collab this, collab that. And it's like 50 people in a doggone collab. Okay? Once you see 1 or 2 videos like that, that's it. 2 people, 3 people collab max on any given video topic. When you get a whole gang of people, that plummets the views, the watch time, the stats, the search engine. It clogs up everything. Nobody wants to see that. Okay? You can promote, hey, go look in this collab. I'm going to put the playlist in the... But then you get to going, it gets boring after a while. Okay? That's kind of like when you see the hauls. Because you see the same stuff. For YouTube, that becomes junk. They don't want to see that because that's not making them any money. So that's why they're pushing them videos down into the hole. You're stunting the growth in your channel doing that. Okay? I might be stepping on some toes on that, but like I said, I've done a lot of research and watch this thing and how this thing evolves. And that's really what's happening. Okay, so, we got to get out of this. We're going to go and do this collab thing and this tag thing and stuff like that. It's too big. Okay, one or two people partner up. The next two people partner up. The next two people partner up. Different topic, not the same topic. Not the same material. I don't care if it is a Dollar Tree haul and you have different stuff. It's all based on the same concept. And so YouTube is like, wait a minute. You might as well have one big virtual channel and everybody sit there and share their stuff. We don't need 50 channels doing all these same things. It's not going to work. Okay? And so, like I said, going back to those channels that set themselves apart and do different things and have different audiences, they know about marketing. Now, I've done a couple of collabs and they were not big at all. You guys, do you notice that? You never see me in these big collabs. I watched a long time ago not to do that. I've watched people grow their channel. They have people that are putting up hauls or, whatever, left and right over here in our community. Every other, whatever, you never see them on your videos commenting. You don't know if they watch, but they're always showing you things. And it's always something different. You never see the end result with that. And I talked about that years ago. When you watch people show you books or manipulatives, I don't care what it is, whatever we share. When you watch people show you that stuff in a haul and you never see that mess again, that's just what it is, mess. They have got you hooked just like a commercial. They are marketing. Now, we are all marketing, whether we want to say it or not. Some of us know how to do it better than others. So for those to say that this does not affect you, you are marketing something because you have shared what you have purchased at Target, Michael's, Walmart, Sam's. I had to throw that in there. Lakeshore, whatever. You're marketing, okay? Even if it's small, you're marketing. Now, if you could do that, put that energy into marketing your channel for yourself because you're giving that money to those companies. You're not giving that money to you. Take that same energy and that same concept you have and grow your channel that way. Okay? There's only certain things that I really am going to promote, 1 or 2 times. After that, it doesn't do me any good because it's not bringing me any money. I need something that's going to bring me some money. And the same way that I use the material, or do things, it might not even be helpful for you. I can just show you. Okay. I hear some cats fighting. So, you all will see. I'm just showing you things that I use and how I do things because there's a general interest, not to say that you need to go do this. That's why you guys see stuff like, the room tour. I didn't put that room tour up this summer. I was finished this summer. The day I set this room up, it was pretty much done. That was done in May. I held off because I didn't want to influence anybody. But I knew if I put that video up, it would be up at the top. Because I had put it up before everybody in the summer. you know, that's when the homeschool tours start coming up. Everybody waited on it, but I didn't want to influence anybody. I wanted to set this apart and not do the copycat thing. So if you watched the other day, I showed you, because I recorded, I held all that footage of how I put this room together until, up until this point. I look for information from people that have used the product. I can look at a cover on my own. I want to know what people like and dislike after they actually use it. Exactly, Compass. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying about people showing you things. A lot of people show you things that they just go and buy. Look what I bought. Look what I bought. Okay. A lot of people are being sponsored. They're getting the material sent to them. We know good and well you have not used that mess. You got curriculum coming out the wazoo every day looking for the UPS man. How much can that child use? Even if you have a couple of kids, those kids should be awfully confused because they wake up and they don't know what curriculum they have to use that day. How consistent is that learning when you're constantly turning over curriculum every other week because something new came out? Something new is going to come out every day. Y'all have to think when you see stuff like that. It should give you great pause. Wait a minute. They get this curriculum, this curriculum, this curriculum, this curriculum. What gives? At a point, let me tell you something. I hear a lot. Oh, my kids didn't like this. We were having problems. I was getting the pushback. It was too much. So you go and find something else. You go watch a video. Oh, well, so-and-so has this. I'm going to try this. You don't know why so-and-so has that. First of all, this year, I saw a lot of, from two companies, a lot of sponsored reviews. I'm waiting for May. And not even May. I want to see December. Okay? When I see things that are being sponsored, they don't even give the kids time to see if it works. So yeah, exactly. But when I see things being sponsored, how honest is your opinion? Think about that. They're going to put up a good review. And I mean, they have to put it up in a timely manner because they got it. They're not going to wait a whole year to share the review when they actually should because they haven't used it. When you give a child something new, it's going to take them about 6 weeks to even respond to it. So oh, look, this just came in the mail yesterday. This just came in the mail last weekend and we're watching this video. You haven't even used this thing. Okay? Again, those are the type of videos that clog up the algorithms. Okay? So I'm interested to see the product that came in for this summer. Later on, I want to see how they feel about this material, if they're still using it. 9 times out of 10, hold on, we won't see any more about that video. We won't, or that product. We won't hear any more about it. And that's sad because you got somebody, and I've talked to people. It was so-and-so. So-and-so had me buying all this stuff. Somebody is at my front door. or in my yard. I really don't want to get up. Trying to see if somebody's gonna knock at the door. But yeah, they, so and so got me to buying all this stuff, and I'm like, did you not think, just because you see it does not mean go buy it? Maybe it's just somebody putting mail flyers or something, passing out flyers. All right, but Joyland, they don't even give the kids time to see if it works. Yeah, exactly. Like I say, a good 6 weeks to see how that stuff works. And if it actually, is beneficial. Don't just put it up and show it. So a lot of times you will see delayed things, and I don't even show new things like that. That's just not me. I'm not buying anything new. I've been like that since the beginning. I'm not buying nothing new. I feel uncomfortable trying to say that I've done something and I haven't done it. That I'm not dishonest like that. Call it what it is. I'm not dishonest. I don't need the support like that. I'm not money hungry like that. I'm not looking for friends like that. Okay? But there are circles on here looking for friends. Looking for the popularity. I'm not here for that. You all know me as me, and I'm going to give it to you straight. Let me go back up here. Let's see. 3 and done. It can't be honest because it was free. It's hard to dislike a free product. I'm not saying that to be mean, but we as humans naturally feel. Exactly. I have been, over the years, hit with sponsorships. You guys notice I don't do that. It's not that nobody has approached. I get that all the time. Collabs and all that kind of stuff. I get it all the time. But you know what? I'm honest. I can't be in something or accept something if I don't support it. If it doesn't fit, if somebody, like when I shared the BJU and the ACE curriculums and the CLE, the stuff like that. And I said, you guys have to be careful about what you give the kids because you don't know how that affects these kids. Another popular one someone just asked me about is the math lessons for living education and why I won't use it past the 1st grade. And I shared that in a comment. They didn't understand that. Nobody shows this. I've watched all the video, all the reviews. I watch all that stuff. Okay? I did the research on my own. I know I can buy the book, send it back if I don't like it. I saw a sample in one of the books. And I'm like, same way I saw these other curriculum. Just in the sample. But it was in the 2nd grade. Because they do this mess in the 2nd grade. They flip it. It looks gentle in the beginning. They flip it. Start to indoctrinate these kids. And I said, I saw a reference to Indians. Native Americans as Indians. You're not getting ready to teach my kids nothing. If that's how you're referencing people. So people don't really, they would take this material because it's free and just use it. Not knowing if this is harmful or not. Y'all, I have watched, everybody has watched. I've watched somebody do book reviews where the child is crying. And it's like that child is not ready for that information, free or not. The information, the content was too much for that child. Okay? So when I'm giving my kids things, that's why I say every book in this room, every book that comes in this house has to pass my eyes. I read really fast, but It has to pass through my eyes before I give it to my kids. Because I need to know how they're going to take that information. Sometimes I will ask the older kids, remember so-and-so? Tell me about this. Should I give it to them? Let me go back and reread it. Is it something that I know they're not going to understand? They're not going to be able to conceptualize. It's going to mess with them. We're digging into slavery. I have to really be careful about what I give to kids. You know, some people do not care. They just, it's free. I'm going to take this. I'm going to use it. And the bottom line is they unbox that mess. It sits. They don't even use it. They just make the video and that's it. They keep it moving. You never see it again. You never find out what happened. Did this product work better versus the other product you were using? Why did you abandon it? Because somebody offered it? They are marketing to you. Okay? They figured out how to market. Let me go after so-and-so because they got X amount of viewers. They got X amount of subscribers. I can get my product shown. They don't care about, you know, if the stuff work or not. They are marketing. And so, like I said, I see these two big companies this summer pass out all this stuff. And I'm like, and then I'm watching people. Oh, I saw so-and-so's video. September come around. August come around. You sharing your curriculum. September come around. Oh, well, this is not working. My child is just, I don't know what's going on. But I watched so-and-so's video and they had this. So I'm getting ready to go buy this. Like, here we go again. So I'm watching so-and-so's channel and your channel, watching your videos to see how this thing pans out. Neither one of y'all are talking about what it's doing. It's not working. You know, it's just, it's a mess. Again, those are the type of videos that clog up, you know, their stuff. They don't want to see stuff like that because it's not really bringing in any kind of revenue. And so they will start to push those videos down in the searches and the you know, the algorithms, and eventually they'll just get rid of them. Let's see. Most learning as we go. Most of the reviews of the new curriculum should really be titled unboxing because they don't even tell about the product. Exactly. You know, some people are good or how they use it. Some people are, you know, good and thorough about sharing things and making videos. Some people are not. They just, it's a copycat thing. They see other people doing it and so they want to do it. I talked about that, you know, a while ago. Don't just come on here and, oh, I'm going to start a homeschool channel because everybody's doing it. And then you put up your schoolroom, you put up your curriculum video, and then after that, there's nothing else. You have nothing to share. You didn't think this thing through. Because people really then start to look for you. Some people start to depend on you. Some people are thriving on you. I can see chats pop up in the middle of the day. I can see people in those chats. I might not say anything, but I see people in those chats. I see the things, the comments and the things like that. And it's like, wait a minute. You were just on your channel talking about struggle. You're having problems. You don't know what's going on. You're recognize that you're wasting time, but you're over here in this chat when it's school time. What gives? I don't understand. Yeah, you wasting time because you in somebody else's chat. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys another thing. Be mindful of what you say in your chats and what you say in your comments because other people are watching, especially for the children. Okay? Be careful what you say. Be careful what you say in the comments. People should be careful what they say in comments in general because sometimes children are watching. Sometimes children are reading the comments. Be mindful of that. Okay, just be respectful. Again, be careful what you tell people about your children. Whether you know, some people are just on here to rant, pity party, or, you know, they're looking for support, but they're telling too much business. Don't do that. Especially if you have a channel of your own. Because what you say in somebody else's uh, comments, and then people are watching your videos, that gives them a whole different image, because it's like, wait a minute, you're being fake on your channel, because over here you really let your heart out in these comments. Okay. So what I want to say, as far as, like I said, this thing affects everybody, whether you want to, accept or not. These changes, let me see, they are affecting everybody, big, small, whatever. No doubt there are going to continue to be changes throughout this year, next year, and, so on. That's just how it is. They're always going to make new goals, want people to hit certain marks. And if you are not knowledgeable about this marketing, again, you're just here to share, but be careful, because your content can be removed and you won't have any, any say over it. So, I know some people have things up that are private, and that's fine. Everybody has private, private videos and things like that. But if you're here as, in the community, the way to, this homeschool community, to support one another is not to become a clique. Okay. A lot of channels, going back to this, a lot of channels have gained subscribers and viewers, click manner. People are just watching them, whether their content is good or not. And there are a lot of smaller channels that have phenomenal sharings, just things that you don't normally see. I try to share stuff that you don't normally see, not the run-of-the-mill Target hauls and Dollar Tree hauls and this, that, and the other. I try to show different things, okay? There are a lot of channels out there that do that, and the way they do things, and just neat little small things, okay? Not these unboxing stuff and all of that. Those are the channels you want to watch out for. But because of the cliche, the clicks, the popularity, it has pushed the other channels down. They've lost momentum. They're barely putting up anything. And that's because they see that their videos are not getting the views. We should all be here to help and support one another. You want to collab? Find somebody small that you genuinely can connect with. Say, hey, let's do this. And maybe you will get that person on board. It will motivate that person that is not uploading it as much, or feel that they don't have anything to share. Trust me, everybody has something to share. Everybody has views on their video. I don't know anybody that has started their channel and not have any views. You have views. You're interesting in somebody. I see people, I've subscribed to people with 2 subscribers, 1 subscriber, 5 subscribers. I see their content. They may have 1 or 2 videos, and it's like they stop. And I'm like, man, I really wish, I like what they had to offer. And sometimes you just need that motivation. They feel that they don't have anything to share. They don't know how to navigate, because they see the other channels that have all this, what seems to be grand. And it's not actually all that grand, because they just commercialize and they're marketing somebody else's stuff. You're watching it, and they move on to the next thing next week. I'm not doing it. I don't want to be the source of you all becoming destitute in any type of way. I don't want anybody saying so-and-so blame, they blame me for whatever. I share with you guys this room. If you guys paid attention, I said it right up front. There's nothing else in this house besides beds. I am very serious. That's it. There's not a thing on the wall. There's no furniture. We have beds. I have too much to maintain with the laundry, the kids' hair, the cooking, and schooling to be trying to move some furniture to sweep and, replace and all of that. I have been there and done that. I'm over it. I am so over it. I was having a conversation with my aunt not that long ago. We were talking about how people, used to go out and furnish their houses and buying the whole bedroom suite. These days, you buy a bed. You throw your clothes in a plastic bag or some plastic drawers and keep it moving. Don't nobody have room or time to be buying all that, putting that, decorate this and decorate that. I've been there and done that. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm too busy for all of that. I'm not into it. I'm not at the Hobby Lobby and the Target and the Michaels and the whatever trying to look at this decor and that decor, this container, that container, this plate, that plate. I don't care. I do not care. As long as it hold the food, hold the liquid, it could be a tin pan. I do not care. This is what's benefiting us the most. So that's why you see it may seem like I did the most. I didn't do the most. This is all that's in here. It's all that's in the house. This is what brings children joy, to be in this library. So that's where I put the energy. Some people cannot live minimalist like that. You sit on the floor. The kids have their little chairs. It doesn't bother us. We don't watch TV. So we don't need furniture. We don't have company like that. So some people can understand that. So I just had to, make sure I put that disclaimer in there because I didn't want people to think that this has been a couple years. If you guys follow, we didn't have any of this. You know the backstory behind all of this. This was not something that just happened, okay? There was a huge loss before all of this. So this is by grace that we have what we have. And I'm not trying to influence anybody in any way. If anything, I'm just, I'm helping. I'm trying to show you, what you can do. When I'm looking for materials, when I show you guys things, again, I'm not going to run and do the latest haul and the latest, material. People are now, what's happening, this is the end of the month. People waiting for W-2s. We're getting ready to start seeing new curriculum pop up. I have not yet shared. Hold off on that. Don't buy anything, okay? I'm throwing stuff away, okay? But we're going to start to see new material. So there's going to be a whole nother rash of videos. When I'm looking for material, I'm shopping my shelves. Books, I'm looking on the shelves. I'm not buying new books. I'm looking on the shelves to see what I have and what I can use. All the way around. Whether it's for reading, whether it's for literature, whether it's for grammar. I'm looking on the bookshelves. I'm not trying to go buy anything. Yes, I may watch your video. I may watch your channel and things like that. And, that's good for you. You may need it because you just need that help. I don't need it. I encourage you to do things like that because that's what will set your channel apart. Instead of trying to show something new, show what you have and what you're doing with it. People really want to see that because that's the reality. No, that's that elephant. Nobody wants to talk about I can't afford that. I can't afford that. You may say it every now and then, but for the most part, that's going to be in your head. Man, I wish I could get that. And so was so lucky. I saw this in the store. And you know what? You might have something like that on your shelf already. If you don't, act like it. I do. When I see you guys with new stuff, I act like I have that. I'm not going to go and buy it. I act like I can use it, whatever. I don't have the room for it, okay? Even though there's nothing else in here. in this house. I don't have the room for that. I don't have the room for storage. I don't have the room for any more shelves. I don't have the room for it. You know, we got kids going to college, coming out of college. I can't front on you guys. You guys know that. So I'm not trying to paint up some kind of, glorified picture over here. And that's what's happening now. Everybody's in this panic because now, oh, my channel's not going to be monetized and my channel's not going to sustain. Well, it is what it is. If you are staying around, kudos to you. Kudos. Go forth. Because like I said, everybody started from the bottom. You have to grow your channel. Being set free. That's why I focus on what's in my household. YouTube is a big mess. It is. It really is. It is a mess. It's a mess. And you guys know I contemplated leaving a while back. And that's because of, basically what I saw going on. I feel some sort of, I know you all have grown to love us and things like that. There's some sort of obligation. I have started this thing. I never set to start and just abandon. So I'm here. Okay. I'm here wholeheartedly. Like I said, it wasn't about money. It's not pulling anything. I'm telling you, it's not. It doesn't do that. I'm not selling my family out. Okay. Whatever does come in comes right back to you guys. Trust me, it does. People should not have depend on YouTube for financial gain. Yeah, they shouldn't. It's not a side job. It's not a part-time job. It's none of that. It's not going to do anything for you. Buy somebody a pair of shoes. Okay, because you don't get paid. Well, some people I hear complain because they don't get paid once a month. If you have a dormant channel or a small channel, you're not going to get paid once a month. But if you're constantly uploading, it's a system. I'm not going to go into that because I don't know if everybody's ready for it, if you even care. What I see on my channel, I see a lot of, what does she know? I'm not going to offer up free information. If you are uploading videos every day, quality content, you're going to get paid every month. That I can tell you. I can attest to that. But if you don't, yeah, you got to wait till that $100 threshold come in. And for some people, that could be a whole year. Some people, it could be 4 or 5 months. But if you are consistent, 24-hour basis, because this thing works on algorithms, to the 24-hour. Okay? If you are consistent, and these videos are getting that watch time, you are going to get a check every 20th of the month. People should not have to depend on YouTube. Yeah. So again, you have to, that takes a lot of time away from home, a lot of time away from, other things. Like I say, if I don't have anything to clean up, I got time to put up a video. So it's a system, it's a method. There, people asked me a long time ago, how do you have time to upload stuff every day? I figured out how to do it. Have I been slacking? Yes. That was just my choice. Now I make sure I get the thing up before I go to bed. Sometimes it's tough to schedule, and it's just, I set it to go live whenever I want to go live. But it's not something I have to depend on. I figured out how to market it. And it's just, people always tell you when you start to monetize a channel, because you never know what, if it's viral. I wasn't worried about anything going viral, anything like that. But once you establish what community you are in, and you figure out what kind of content you are putting out, and you're putting so much time and so much energy and sharing information, Yes, just like a blog, credit is due. I'm not taking anything from you all. You all are just watching. But I guarantee I get the comments, I get the feedback, I get the views. You all are taking something away from my content. So I'm not taking anything from you monetarily. I don't work for you. I don't even work for YouTube. YouTube is a hosting platform. But you all are getting something out. I'm not giving you garbage. You're not sitting here watching garbage. Otherwise, my channel would not have thrived thus far. Okay, it has grown continually. In the beginning, I didn't understand, but it just grew and grew and grew and grew. And I just, I continue to watch other people and I see how their channels grow and grow and grow. I watch the interaction and things like that. And it's like, okay, I learned tips along the way. Another tip I'm going to give you guys as a creator, I say I'm not giving away free information, but YouTube University. Everybody has access to YouTube University. You got to market this thing. If you need the money, you have to market it. You need to take the classes in YouTube University. Learn how to market your videos. That's why the information is out there. So, yeah. But as for like I said, as for the homeschool community, there really has to be some kind of unification in order for everybody to have fair, I'm gonna say fair viewership. Everybody's not in it. Some people just don't care. Some people are going to continue to watch their little circle. But I support everybody. I don't comment on everybody's videos. I don't, big, small. It doesn't matter. I don't comment. But you will see me because a lot of people have told me, I see you on so-and-so's channel. Yep. I support everybody. I watch everything. Just like you put in homeschool room.
Next time, can I get a bigger pair of these?
Okay. I put in homeschool room. I search the tour. I search the curriculum. I search the, whatever. And watch all the little, watch all the stuff. I like to be up on what's going on. And because that helps me make my own videos. When I'm doing different, it helps me. Okay, I don't want to share this because somebody else is sharing it. It's too many people sharing this. Just like I said about those collabs, I'm not getting ready to go in on this heavy set. Let's do this kind of collab and do that kind of collab and share this, and I'm not doing that. They're just so redundant. And then let me tell you another thing. These little swap things, nice ideas, but that also hurts the community because you see people that wholeheartedly support and watch other people and they don't get asked. And they like, wait a minute, all these people did this and nobody asked me. Maybe I would have, people have to consider people's feelings. And that's not what happens here. Nobody has any kind of feeling for anybody. It's all about self in the end. So I, wish everybody luck. Hopefully everybody stays around. I try to, like I say, I try to support everybody that I can, but there are so many other platforms that people can turn to. So I definitely know that we will see a drop, a decrease. A lot of channels will not, be doing anything come next month, in the following months. It'll be a totally different ball game. People are not going to start channels like they were because of this thing. Whether they say they're here for the money or not, they're just not going to do it because it's not worth their time. Like I said, if you sit here and do this thing every day and whatnot, or, every other day, that's time being taken away from your family. So, yeah, that's like an income. You got to type all this stuff. You got to edit the stuff. You got to upload it. That's time. So yeah, you should be paid for that. That's a service that you're offering. And some people are good at marketing bad services. People want to see that. So, but I wish everybody the best. Those of you that, came in and, I read everybody, pretty much the comments. Yeah, that's why I focus on what's in my household. Yeah. If nothing more, people should not have depended on YouTube for financial gain. YouTube is a big mess. Those comments, yes. Yeah. And the reviews, the unboxing, the free curriculum is not honest. Exactly. We are not naive, y'all. We're not naive in any way. Okay? You want to use the product. And you want to use that product honestly. If you can use that product with different children, that really, really helps. But not keep switching curriculum every other week, every other month. Because like I say, there are learning gaps in those things. You're going to see learning gaps in those children. And you have to think respectively, okay, this is going to cause a gap in my own child if I switch like this. One more thing I'm going to say about that. This is going to be something completely different. But the only reason why your child would say they don't like something, they don't like the curriculum, is because you've given them the notion that, and this started before curriculum, if they don't like something, they don't have to accept it because you're going to give them something else. You're going to appeal to them. You've been doing this since day one. That's a battle of wills. That child has no discipline and neither do you. Because, yes sir, just a minute. If you tell a child no and you stick to it like you should, that child has to accept that no. There are some things you cannot bend on. But if you are not disciplined, you're going to follow that rabbit hole. Because they're kids. It's just like going to buy a toy. Every time you go to the store and that child asks for a toy and you buy that toy, you're going to keep doing it. What kind of discipline do you have? What are you teaching that child? You're teaching the child to be greedy. A glutton. What's another word? Selfish. Where's the money coming from? Okay, you know it's not my business. But maybe that's why you have your channel, so you can fund that habit. I don't know. But that's not good. That's not good for you. That's not good for the child. Okay, if this is all the curriculum you have, you're going to have to make that curriculum work and let that child understand that. Teach it another way. The Bible, if this all you have to teach that child with, that's what you better use. Teach them to copy from the Bible. Teach them to spell from the Bible. Teach them to count the letters in the words for math in the Bible. If that's all you have. Don't try to appeal to them and say, oh, well, we can go get this. Let's try this. You're giving them options. Sometimes there are no options. You stress yourself out trying to appeal and give options when there should not be any options. That's another chat coming up. That's the one I said I might have to do it like this early in the morning. I'm contemplating on just coming in and just recording it. It won't be a live chat. It'll just be recorded like this and I'll put it up. I don't know because it's kind of lengthy. I wanted some feedback, but this is a message that has been put on me and I really need to get it out there. Because I see a lot going on and it kind of hurts my heart. I feel bad for the kids, honestly. Anywho, you all be blessed. I will see you all on the other side.